Welcome back for another video, guys. My name is Stratix and welcome to another reaction video. Now this is gonna be a little bit different just because it's something, a little twist to it. I guess towards the end of the video we have to make the decisions of the analog horror video, whether if that makes sense. There's decisions we have to make. Could be a good decision or a bad decision, so we have to select the option they give us towards the end of the video. So we're gonna see what's up. Make sure you like and subscribe and get ready because this shit gonna be good. All right, here we go. This is an interactive video. Please watch it till the end to understand.
You have been selected.
All right, here we go.
If you're seeing this broadcast, you are now part of the Code Red, a top secret organization built for missions no one dares to complete.
My fault.
We are about to send you to a school right now. We are getting a lot of reports saying that something is wrong in this school. We need your help to investigate the situation. Listen very, very carefully. Do not skip. Do not look away. And above all, do not tell anyone you saw this.
Okay.
Something has changed in your school building.
Okay.
And you know it. You felt it. You must figure out what's going on. But remember, you are being observed, but not by faculty, not by cameras, by something else. Someone else. We don't know where they came from or why they've chosen schools, but they are studying you, mimicking schedules, repeating patterns. We intercepted their signal. We managed to hide this message inside it. They won't find it.
Okay.
Not yet. This is now no longer just a warning. Your choices versus will shape what happens next. And if you make the wrong move, you might never see your real classroom again.
Ooh.
So, what do?
Enter the school. Get more details. Okay. Let's get more
you
details.
Chose to know more.
Okay. Yeah, right.
That makes you different already.
Perfect.
But if you go any further, you can't take it back.
Okay.
Now, this is everything we know. What they let us collect before the lights went out in room 112. Before the floor tiles started bleeding, before the students started repeating each other's voices. It started 3 weeks ago. First report, a girl said her math teacher blinked too many times in a single minute.
That's not good.
All while smiling. Then came the second report. The hallway clock stopped, but only for one student. Everyone else watched time move forward. He stood frozen for 12 minutes.
That's
no
weird.
one remembers him being late. Then, audio anomalies. The school bell rang at 12:07, but when slowed down, you could hear someone whispering underneath. Over and over, we started collecting files, interviews, footage. It all led to one conclusion. The school is infected, not by a virus, by something older. Something that knows how humans think, how we act, how we trust. And it's been watching. It doesn't hurt you, not at first. It studies you, memorizes your choices. And then it mimics someone you trust, your teacher.
That is terrifying.
Yourself. If you've ever seen someone turn the corner before you heard their footsteps, they were already replaced.
Aye.
This school is no longer managed by humans.
Wow.
There's a reason every camera feed is 2 seconds delayed.
Oof.
There's a reason the morning announcements echo in empty rooms, and there's a reason you asked for more details. So here's one final detail. We think the anomalies know you clicked this video. You now have 2 options.
Okay, I'm gonna pause the video so I can actually talk. So enter the school, abort mission. Obviously, we're gonna enter the school, okay? Because why the fuck we're gonna abort the mission? We made it. We just started. So let's go enter the school. Oh, bitch.
You step forward.
Okay.
The hallway lights blink, but just once, like they know you're here. You try to remember how this school used to look, but something feels off. Not broken, just too quiet, like it's waiting. You move past the lockers. Each one has a name tag, but none of the names are yours. Still, they feel familiar. You hear a chair move inside a classroom, but there's no one there. Just desks, lined up, all facing the wrong wall.
Okay.
You keep walking, and then the announcements begin. But they're not for you.
All students report to the cafeteria for dental clearance. Reminder, do not look directly at the windows. It is not raining.
You weren't going to look at the windows, but now you kind of want to. You pass
Curiosity
by the
kills a
window.
cat.
There's nothing there, just black. Like the outside world has been deleted. Your phone buzzes, no signal, no clock, just one message. You are not late. Do not hurry.
Oh,
At the end of the hall,
what the
you see
fuck?
a sign. Exit this way. But the arrow points in 2 different directions, left and right. Under it, someone has scratched into the wall. You can't leave anymore. You hear footsteps, slow, soft, not behind you, maybe in the cafeteria.
What do you do? So it mimics is trying to fuck with your head. So we're not gonna check the cafeteria. I'm gonna say keep going in the hallway. You can't just be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go to the cafeteria. You're hearing footsteps. We're just gonna keep going. We're not late. We're not getting distracted. We're gonna stay on the mission. So we're gonna keep going in the hallway.
You don't wait. You hear something from the cafeteria in the kitchen. You back away, slowly, quietly. Your shoes don't even squeak on the floor. You try not to breathe too loud. Something was in there, but you didn't look. You didn't need to. You turn toward the main hallway. The lights are still flickering, just like earlier, but now one of them is steady, brighter than the rest, buzzing, like it's pulling too much power. It's above locker number 34. You've passed it 100 times, but today it looks off. There's paper sticking out of it, crumpled, taped down like someone didn't want it to blow away. You walk closer. The paper says, "Do not open any locker that is already open." But locker number 34 is already open.
Motherfucker.
Just an inch. You hear someone call your name, not a shout, more like a soft question. It's coming from the hallway that leads to the gym. You don't answer. You just stand still. At the corner, a janitor's closet is slightly open. A yellow light coming from inside. Humming. But there's no one in the school schedule assigned to clean during this period. So, what do?
Check the janitor. Try to find the woman voice. Try to find the woman. Fuck, man. It's mimicking. That's what I'm saying. He mimics. I say we're just gonna try to find the woman. It's showing red, the figure, and I think we're gonna fuck up. So we'll give it a try.
You move down the hall. Lights are dim now, but not flickering. They feel still. As you walk, you hear it again. A voice. Muffled. Slow. It's humming. Some kind of song. You turn the corner and you see her. A woman in red, standing just outside the gym doors, facing the wall, hands behind her back like she's waiting to be called. You stop. She turns. Smiles, but only with her mouth.
Oh, there you are. I've been waiting for you.
Her voice is soft, but her eyes don't blink. Not once. You ask her if she's faculty. She nods.
I'm the teacher. Well, one of them.
You ask what she's doing here. She tilts her head as if the question is strange.
I was looking for some meat. They're always hungry, but they won't eat me anymore.
She laughs. A small breath of air. No joy in it. You ask who they are. She doesn't answer. Instead, she steps closer. Just once. One soft step.
You smell like the others, but your eyes are different.
You try to step back, but your feet feel stuck. Not trapped, just unsure. You hear something inside the gym. Metal squeaking, as if something heavy just got off the bleachers. The woman speaks again.
They let you in, didn't they? The ones behind the glass. Tell them I'm ready, but I won't be gentle.
Her smile widens, just slightly too wide. She holds out her hand, blood under her fingernails.
Oh, no.
You have two options now, and neither feels safe.
Neither feels safe. That is crazy. So we got integrate the woman, eliminate the woman. Fucking bitch, man. Eliminate seems too. I don't know. I don't want to cause anything. We're gonna interrogate the woman. I don't know. I don't want to kill her just because of that. I don't know. It's integrate.
The footage you're about to see was recorded 3 hours after capture. The woman in red was escorted out of the gym with no resistance. She did not speak. She did not blink. She smiled only once when asked if she would come quietly. The interrogation was conducted in Cell B, beneath the secondary observation wing. No mirrors, no reflective surfaces, no screens. Just 2 chairs, 1 table, and an active red line recorder. Can you tell us your name?
There we go.
Names don't work here. You know that.
Humor me.
I used to be Miss Carter. She liked Tuesdays. She loved being a teacher. That was before.
Before what?
Before I started remembering things that never happened. Before the students began echoing each other's questions. Before I looked in the mirror and watched myself breathe without me.
You said you were looking for meat. What did you mean?
They get hungry after duplication, not for food. Not the way you think. They eat pattern breaks. Every time someone steps out of rhythm, it feeds them.
Who are they?
You already know. You gave them numbers. You tracked their emergence. You just didn't tell anyone when they started to mimic the staff.
You're saying you were replaced?
No, I'm saying I wasn't. Not completely. You should ask me the real question.
What question is that?
What happens if we contain you?
What happens if we contain you?
You think this is about me? I'm just the last warning before the reset. I'm the one that remembers how the loop starts, how it ends, and why you'll never make it past the first hallway next time.
The woman was sealed in a high-frequency cell unit beneath 3 levels of reinforced shielding.
Damn, bro.
No windows, no sound. Since her containment, the school has returned to full operation. No anomalies detected. Students resumed classes without incident. Security reports normal camera sync, clocks functional, bell system restored. It's quiet again. Too quiet. But last night, during system diagnostics, one of the cafeteria cameras, the same hallway where she was found, glitched for exactly 3 seconds. No power loss, no breach, just static. And one new message etched into the wall beneath the frame. We don't need her to begin again.
Ooh. So this is ending number 3. We're gonna go. Okay, well, I don't know if this is a good ending, but they're still glitching. So we're gonna try different options this time. All right. Okay, and then this one's saying. Okay, so this one's saying like, oh, there's people. There's something footsteps in the cafeteria. So we're gonna go to the cafeteria. So here we go. Something different. Okay.
You step into the cafeteria, but it's not lunchtime. There's no one here.
Well, no shit,
and
right?
yet you hear trays being picked up, forks scraping plates, a low hum of voices, but the room is empty. The smell is strange. Not food, something older, metal, or dust, like the kitchen hasn't been used in years. But the lights are still on, and every table is clean, perfectly clean. You walk past the food line. There's no food, just trays, lined up. Each with a name card. One of the trays has your name, but the handwriting is just different. It's your name, but you didn't write it. You hear the speaker crackle, but there's no voice. Just one sound, a fork tapping glass. Again, and again, and again.
Clink, 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 clink.
You turn around, and one chair is now pulled out. You're not sure if it was like that before, but now it is. And the tray in front of it is full. On the tray, a single item. Something wrapped in foil, moving slightly, like it's breathing. You don't open it, but something inside whispers, "You're late. It's getting cold." The lights blink again. You hear shoes squeaking. Someone just walked into the kitchen, but no one walks out. On the far wall, written in fading red letters, "You are the meal now."
Oh shit, what do you do? So keep going in the hallway. We're not gonna do that because we gone through the hallway. So we're gonna check the kitchen this time.
You push the swinging door open. The kitchen is dark. Not pitch black, but enough that everything looks gray. It smells worse in here, like wet cloth, and something burned a long time ago. There's no one inside, but the back freezer is open, cold air spilling out. You don't go near it. You don't need to. You already know something's wrong. On the counter, a cutting board, a knife, still dripping, not with sauce, but with blood. You move closer. On the wall, the fridge is filled with meat, a lot of it. Some are still fresh, but meat is a little odd. You hear the tap turn on, by itself. Slow stream, but the water's red. You step back, but the door won't swing open again. You push harder. Nothing happens.
Oh, shit.
Then you hear it, a chair sliding in the cafeteria. Someone is sitting down, but you can't see who. A second later, you hear your own voice say it's ready. The freezer door slams shut. Something behind you moves. Slow. Heavy, wet footsteps on the tile. You don't turn around, but it doesn't matter. Because now you're what's on the tray. You are their next meal. Mission failed. Try again next time.
Oh, shit. Okay. So we got eaten. We got fucking set up, obviously. So this is, I think, I don't know if we died or this is another ending, but let's keep going. Okay, so we're here humming through the janitor's closet. You either obviously talk to the woman or the voice, whatever. So this time we're gonna check the janitor's closet. AI as fuck, but we're gonna ignore that.
The door open.
Here we go.
It creaks just enough to remind you that someone might hear. The yellow light flickers. It's a small room with shelves of folded towels, 2 mops leaning against the wall, and a TV. Not a flat screen, an old CRT. Already on, you step inside. There is no broadcast on the TV, just grainy hallway footage of your school. But something's off. It's not live. You're watching a recording, but not from security. It's from behind the lockers. Like someone hit a camera in the vents. You lean closer. The timestamp is stuck at 12:42 p.m., but the video is moving. You see a girl in a red hoodie, walking alone. She glances at the locker, the one you just passed. You blink. The camera zooms in. But she never touched it. She turns around and stares directly at the camera. Like she knew. Behind you, something shifts. You spin. Nothing's there. But now, the TV is showing the janitor's closet. It's showing your view. You're on screen now. You watch yourself watching. You step back. Something's wrong with this room. You weren't supposed to come here. Or maybe you were. You now have two options.
So, okay, now we have two options. So we're gonna smash the camera feed just so we can see the options in this one, because the other one is try to find the woman, and we already tried it. So let's smash the camera feed.
You raise your hand. You hesitate. You think maybe there's another way, but no. You pick up the fire extinguisher from the corner. You smash the screen. Glass cracks, wires spit sparks, the image distorts, and just before it dies, you see yourself watching you. The room goes quiet. Too quiet. Not empty quiet. Vacuum quiet. Like the whole school stopped breathing. The door behind you opens, but no one is there. Just the hallway again.
Shit.
Exactly as it was before. Same flickering lights. Same locker slightly open, same sound of shoes, but those sounds are yours. You step out, you hear the announcements. Again, you're seeing this broadcast, but it's not coming from the intercom. It's coming from the inside of your locker. You reach for it. Your hand touches the cold metal, but there's something else taped to it now. A paper with 5 words. You already made this choice. You hear footsteps, not behind, not ahead, from above. As if someone is walking on the ceiling, repeating your steps, mirroring your path. You look back at the janitor's door. It's closed. Was it ever open? You blink. The lights reset, flicker once, then again. A voice comes from the intercom. You are now part of the code red. You try to move, but your body already knows the path. You walk without choosing. The school is waiting.
Ending 1. So, okay, so there's, isn't there like, okay. So that's ending 1, which is crazy. So we're gonna see what happens, or the other ending. Alright, so we're here, but we're back here. So instead of smashing the camera feed, we're gonna try to find the woman. Okay, so we found the woman, and then we either eliminate the woman, or interrogate the woman. So we're gonna eliminate it this time and see what happens.
The decision is made. You lift the device they gave you, compact, silent, government issued, no recoil, no blood, just a click.
Damn.
She doesn't move, she just watches you. And for the first time, she blinks. Once. She whispers, almost kindly,
You always pick the simple ending.
Then she vanishes. No scream, no collapse, just gone.
Whoa.
A low sound rolls through the school. Not a siren, more like a breath. The lights stop flickering. The hallways fall quiet. The signal stops looping. It feels like everything resets.
Target neutralized. Infection classified as contained. Well done, Agent.
They tell you the mission is over. You may exit the building. You walk through the front doors, and the morning sun is already waiting. The sky looks cleaner than you remember.
Oh, wow.
Too clean. They tell you everything will return to normal. The school will open again in 2 weeks. New staff will be assigned. No one will remember what happened here. They say you made the right choice. They always say that. But as you leave the gate, you pass by a mirror in the hallway. And for half a second, you see her again.
Oh, shit. Damn. Okay. So, I think, I don't know. That's 3 endings? Was that 4 endings or 3 endings? Okay, so that's it, guys. That's for the decision one. I really liked it. It's pretty dope. There's a bunch of options we could have picked. So I'm assuming I got all the endings. I hope I didn't miss one. So I'm gonna throw in another analog horror, but it's for the school one. So we're just gonna be reacting it. Sadly, there's no choices. I try to find one. There's no choices. That I have choices. So we're just gonna be reacting to it. So it's called the Analog Horror Collection.
This is a classroom safety bulletin issued by the Department of Student Observation. Please listen carefully. This message may apply to you right now. Over the past week, multiple incidents have been reported across several schools. Students have noticed strange changes in classroom behavior. Most cases begin the same way, with a smile. At first, it feels normal. Your teacher says something funny. The class laughs. They smile. But then, they don't stop. Even when the room falls silent, even when the joke is long gone, they keep smiling. If your teacher continues smiling after everyone else has gone quiet, Get up. Leave the room. Do not wait for permission. Do not raise your hand. Just walk out. If they follow you with their eyes, but say nothing, do not go back. Even
crazy.
if it's your favorite teacher, even if everyone else stays seated, the smile may widen, but the lips won't move, the jaw won't shift, the skin may look too tight, and the eyes may not blink. One student in Jefferson Middle reported the teacher didn't blink for 12 full minutes. He timed it. He's missing now. If your teacher says your name, but in a strange tone, too flat or too cheerful, do not answer. Do not look directly at them. Look down. Look at your desk. Pretend to search your bag. Anything to avoid locking eyes.
Damn, that's
if the
crazy.
classroom clock stops moving for more than 1 minute, if you check your phone and the time doesn't change, you're no longer in a normal class period. If you begin to hear the same sentence repeated 3 times, same tone, same words like a recording, get out. If the bell rings early and nobody moves, leave anyway. Do not trust the schedule. Some students said they felt their desks vibrating softly, like a hum coming from underneath. Others reported hearing faint breathing from the front of the room, but the teacher's chest wasn't moving. If your test paper already has your name on it and you haven't picked up your pencil yet, do not write. If your pencil rolls off the desk and no one hears it hit the floor,
Don't pick it up.
you're already halfway gone.
Oof.
In one school, a student noticed her classmates weren't blinking either. Then she realized they weren't moving at all, just sitting, staring forward, eyes open. The teacher kept smiling. If you're asked to stay
Terrifying,
after
bro. What the
class,
hell?
don't. Even if they say it's important, even if they say it's about your grade. One student in room 308 never left. They found her chair pulled back and her books stacked neatly on the desk. Her phone was still charging, but she was gone. She was marked present the next day. Her name was still called at roll. If your teacher starts writing on the board but the chalk makes no sound, watch their hands. If they stop moving but the words keep appearing, run. If the projector turns on by itself and shows an old video of your class, but you're not in it, you've been replaced. The
Oof.
faculty have been
What the
instructed
fuck?
not to discuss this.
So trippy.
Some of them know. Some of them pretend they don't. Some of them smile too. Final warning. If your teacher is still smiling and everyone else has already left, you are being watched. You are being tested. Get out of the classroom. Now.
What?
You think you can stop me? You think you will be saved? I will find you, and I will wear your skin. It needs to be done.
I'm good.
Resist. Don't
Well,
be scared.
well,
I
disturbed.
want what is best. Relax and do not do anything.
This is an urgent broadcast from the State Department of Academic Safety. Please listen carefully. This is not a drill. At 7:12 this morning, reports started coming in from multiple schools. Students say their classrooms are wrong, too big, too cold. Sometimes the windows show things that aren't outside. If your clock spins backwards, if you hear footsteps in the vents, if the loudspeaker calls names you don't know, do not stay in your seat. Do not answer roll call. Do not go to the main office. Some students say the hallways move when you're not looking. That
Kind of
doors
shit
open
is that,
to
man?
staircases that go too far down. If you
That's
see a
trippy.
substitute teacher you don't recognize and no one remembers hiring them, leave your books and walk out calmly. Do not ask questions.
Just leave?
Do not speak to the staff. The cafeteria food has started tasting like ash. The mirrors in the bathrooms show different rooms when no one else is around.
That's terrifying.
The library clocks are stuck at 11:11, even when your watch says different. If you notice these things, you are already being watched. Do not react. Do not run. Teachers have been reported standing completely still for hours, mouths moving like they're whispering, but no sound comes out. Their hands twitch like something is trying to pull them from inside.
Eee.
Do not interrupt them. Do not make eye contact. They are listening for something else. The fire alarms have started ringing on their own.
Yeah.
When they do, everyone freezes. If you move when the alarm rings, you might not find the exit you came from. It
Oof.
might not even be your school anymore. If you hear an announcement telling you to stay in your classroom, check the hallway. If the hallway is gone, you are no longer safe. Find a room with no windows. Lock the door. Do not answer if someone knocks, even if they sound like your friends. Since 1994, these changes have been happening quietly.
94? What
They
the
said
fuck?
it was just construction,
Man,
just renovations.
hell no.
But they lied. Students
course.
who saw too much were listed as transferred, but they never showed up anywhere else. If you feel the air getting thicker, if the lights flicker and stay off longer than usual, if you hear music from the basement after sunset, do not follow it. No matter what you hear, no matter who calls your name, check your backpack. If it's packed with things you never owned, leave it behind. If your school bus shows up
Leaving it in
empty
general.
with no driver,
Fuck.
do not get on.
I'm gonna carry
Your
that
school
shit.
is no longer safe. Leave immediately. This message will not repeat. This is an emergency broadcast from the Department of Student and School Staff Safety.
Interesting.
Listen very, very closely.
All right.
At exactly 12 p.m., we are getting multiple reports from students. They are seeing teachers outside the school, but not in a usual way. They're not supposed to be seen outside, not at the grocery store, not at the gas station, not standing still at the end of your street, not sitting alone in their car with the engine off long after sunset. Teachers are built for the classroom. That's where their program runs clean. Desks, bells, fluorescent lights, everything makes sense there. The clock ticks right, the air buzzes normal, the wiring holds. But outside of that, they start to break. Not all at once, just little things, like calling you by your student number instead of your name, or blinking out of rhythm.
That's
too
some weird
slow,
shit right there.
Or not at all. You might think that's all normal. Then
No.
you must listen to this broadcast till the end, because what I am about to tell you is everything but normal. Those you see outside are not teachers anymore. They'll look straight at you without recognizing your face, then suddenly laugh, like someone whispered a joke in their ear, but there's no one else there.
So fucking
and
creepy.
their lips don't quite stop moving when they stop talking. A student said that they saw their teacher standing in the rain, no umbrella, no phone, no
creepy.
expression, just standing. The teacher didn't move for 47 minutes. They checked
47?
the school's attendance records. The teacher was marked present the whole time. The cameras never saw them leave the building, not through the front,
What?
not through the back, not at all. But a girl swears she saw them watching her through her car window, smiling too wide, like his mouth was trying to remember how it worked, like something inside him was wearing his skin wrong.
Yeah.
The girl who saw it. The next morning, she didn't show up. People say she transferred, but no one remembers her name. Not even the principal. Not even her locker combination. They say no one sits on her desk even though it's empty. If you ever see your teacher outside of school grounds, do not wave. Do not call their name. They're not meant to
Just
respond.
ignore them.
And if they do, if they turn toward you like they were waiting for it, run. Because they're not bound by the rules anymore. Outside, they're hungry for names,
Oh,
for memories,
hell no.
for the part of you that still believes you're real, for the parts you forget when you wake up. They'll ask questions no teacher should know. What did you dream last night? Why didn't you tell your mom about the pills? Does it still hurt where your dog bit you when you were 6? Do you ever hear breathing when you're alone? They don't blink when they say it. They don't even breathe. They just tilt their head like a puppet whose strings are being controlled by something else.
That's
and
terrifying.
if they touch you, just once,
You're
you won't
fucked.
remember this broadcast at all.
Oh, wow.
The only thing you will feel would be just an itch behind your eyes, like something inside your skull just moved a little too far forward, like your thoughts don't belong to you anymore, like you're listening to someone else's thoughts. People say there's a way to test it. If you see a teacher outside of school, ask them what grade they teach. If they pause for more than 2 seconds, start walking. If they repeat
Just
the
ignore them.
question back to you, don't answer. Don't even blink.
I'm gonna
And
look.
if their smile doesn't drop even once, just run away, because they've already recognized you, which means
Hey.
they've already marked you, which means something else is watching through them. And the next time you walk into school, they won't be at their desk. They'll already be behind you, closer than you remember,
Fuck,
closer
no.
than
We
your
don't
own shadow.
pop that
smiling.
motherfucker.
You thought you would forget this all, like nothing happened, but forgetting is a privilege, and privileges don't last, especially not when you've been noticed, especially not by something that used to be your teacher.
That is crazy. Well, there you guys go.
Like your thought.
These are the anomalies, basically the school anomalies. So we made a decision, and I don't know, I feel like this kind of reflects a little bit towards the beginning. So I hope you guys enjoy. You know, make sure you subscribe if you're new here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.